Hey, how's it going, everybody? We got a misty morning here in Chicago. We got about 46 degrees across here at Clark Street. So I might have to wipe down the screen a few times here. I guess we'll see how it goes heading in. I might have to stop at some bureaucratic office here on the way to work here. So we'll head towards the loop and wait for it to get light here. Hey, good morning. How's everybody doing here? I don't know if anybody's looking for me on YouTube or not. We'll see how it goes with the resolution of the screen. I had some issues streaming on YouTube on Friday, so we switched to TikTok, and so we'll give it a try here on YouTube. Hopefully this nice little mobile streaming app won't let us down here. Hey, we're here on Fullerton here. How's everybody doing here? Hey, Krista, Paula, Belle, hopeful and blessed. Mary Alice, good. Thanks for looking for me on YouTube. I know it's going to be confusing for a while as we make this transition from TikTok to YouTube. And of course, this decision is being made for us. Mid-North District here, Cleveland here. We'll head down Cleveland Street like we normally do. I'm just beginning my walk to work here on a Monday back in Chicago. We got 46 degrees, liquid water. It's not too bad. Yeah. Joy, man, Jessica, good morning, everybody. Belle. Yeah. It's been raining for 24 hours, yeah. It's been raining off and on all weekend. That's why Saturday night I took the lazy man's way out there. I just laid on the couch. I saw it was raining. I was going to try to go up to Wrigleyville, but I could have pushed it, but thanks for letting me have a relaxing weekend here. We'll head past the Twin Sisters here. We'll do the walk-in on YouTube, see how it works. We'll start switching to doing more live stream on YouTube ahead of the TikTok January 19th cutoff. Shauna, thanks for posting that on time and temp there. Yeah. Weekend was okay. Hopeful and blessed here. Good morning, Christopher. Yeah, it was very relaxing. I just laid around, went grocery shopping, did laundry. You know, I got to run a few errands this week. We're back in Chicago, gonna go to work, have a holiday party, and look for Christmas decorations there. Some across the way here, we're on Cleveland Street here, Lincoln Park, Chicago. No snow. Yeah, it looks like we're not gonna have any snow again for Christmas. Again, I know the people have been saying, where's the snow? I guess they got a bunch of snow up east and out west. Did you see there was a tornado in 40 miles from San Francisco? That is so rare. And I mean, it was a big one too. It was pretty bad. But strange weather continues. But it's pretty drippy. Yeah, last few days of work before break. Yeah, I feel the same thing. I'll have a mostly full week this week, but yeah, I'm taking off. And especially Saturday, we'll hit the road there, start heading to Texas. I might be able to do more live streaming from the road since we're on YouTube. Solves a lot of my anxiety about not streaming on TikTok, because TikTok is really cracked down on people streaming from the cars. And so positive, negatives to everything. See, they got the fountain all wrapped up here. We just crossed Belden here. Cleveland Street, Lincoln Park, Chicago, heading to work here. Yeah. Well, Steve, you can watch something else. You don't have to watch this. You know, different strokes for different folks. It just cracks me up. Like you got 100,000 channels to watch. But hey, any engagement's good engagement, even negative engagement. Feed my algorithm there. Yeah, write some more nasty comments there. We've been doing this for a year and a half. What did Chicago do to you? I'm glad we can ruin your day there. Yeah, you know, everything that can be politicized will be politicized. You know, that's why we run this channel the way we do. It's easier sometimes for people to give negative feedback than positive feedback. It's the state of the country we're in. And, you know, it sells a lot of cars. It sells a lot of commercials. People are angry watching the news. You know, I'm going to enjoy myself while I still can here. Turn on, tune in, drop out. We'll have a good time while the whole thing burns down around us. Maybe it's because Chicago's out of money. They're going to raise the property tax. Yeah, I can understand that. You can make fun of us for that. It's just an illustration of our whole federal government. You can fault drop dead New York, drop dead Chicago, let all our great American cities burn to the ground. How can we have a great country without great cities? And I know we got fiscal problems. Don't expect the rest of the country to bail us out. Too much pensions, too much. There was all this money that all the cities got, not just Chicago, all the cities got, your city too. Pandemic money led to inflation. And now it's over. now all the balance sheets don't match up. All this stuff that was promised and continues to be promised. All our money's based on debt anyway. Yeah, I don't think the property tax was approved. I guess the mayor didn't have the votes and he delayed the vote. If you don't have the vote, delay. You know, that was supposed to happen by now. I know the time's ticking. You got for the end of the year. But even if we get past this budget, like I said, the fiscal environment for this city is not looking too hot. But Detroit's already been facing this. And it'll happen to other places too. And as I said, people always think everything's a promotion. Some things are observation. I just happen to live in Chicago. I know the city has problems, has positives and negatives to everything. We choose to focus on the positive because if we focus on the negative, we'll never get anywhere. We'll just be cowering in our basement, afraid to go outside. And it becomes a microcosm for the rest of the world. The world's a dangerous place. The world's a scary place, but we got to keep on, get up, face it, face the peril. Life goes on. There's a nice Christmas tree in the window here at Cleveland Street here. Yeah, thanks for hitting the like button there. Yeah, we got 80 people in the morning. That's good. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks for finding me on YouTube. Yeah, if we could, sometimes we can push 100 on YouTube, which is nice. I think people are starting to drop off TikTok. I've noticed it, not only in my life, other people's lives. There's not as much engagement. We're all preparing for the end of TikTok, at least as we know it. Unless someone buys it. Even if someone buys it, it'll be different. They might make it look exactly the same and feel, but we'll notice it in the algorithm. And us creators have been dealing with the algorithm for a long time. I'm ready for a new algorithm. I actually welcome this. Change is good sometimes, but it's also disconcerting. I'm only on TikTok and YouTube. I'm backing up some of my reruns on Instagram, but no one sees them there. It's almost like an archive. They'll just sit there and collect dust, which is good. And every once in a while we pull them out for a rerun, or if you look up becomes a pro or somehow connected with what's going on here. Hey, the Carnival Grocery here with the Lincoln, Dickens, and Cleveland Street here, the 6-way intersection. Which way do we want to go here? Go this way. Gemini. Nice restaurant here. And it's pretty pleasant walking in here this morning because it's 46 degrees, much warmer than I expected. And here, we'll take it here. We'll cross the street here before the light changes. Danucci's. Oh, no, the skeletons are still there. No, they took them down. They left those skeletons up for a year and a half, through a whole year, through 2 Halloweens. They finally took them down. Maybe they're expecting some crazy winter weather here. Hey, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Welcome to YouTube here. We're heading into work here on a Monday morning. Monday, but 46 degrees Fahrenheit, not too bad, above freezing. What is that? Not 10 degrees Celsius. Above zero. Any day above freezing is a good day in Chicago. So we'll take it. Hey, Kentucky's in the house there. Indy, yeah. Yeah, nothing lasts. Michael knows. How's it going there, Michael? Thanks for tuning in there. Yeah, so far so good. Is the stream okay? Good. Look at that. That freaked me out. I thought there was a person standing there. There's Buddy the Elf there. There you go. That freaked me out. I was like, who is that? Yeah, simple Christmas decorations here on Cleveland Street. Little mist here in Lincoln Park, Chicago. Not too bad. Nice stoops. Bosnia, thanks for tuning in. We got people from all over the world. That is great. That is awesome. Yeah. Yeah, this is Chicago. 4 times. Good, you can figure it out. You got a feel for this town. That's good. I hope everybody has a great holiday and Christmas time here. Yeah. Isn't it amazing that just by coincidence, because of course Hanukkah starts on a different date every year, just like Easter. You know, it goes along like the lunar calendar. Jewish calendar is interesting. Some years it has extra months instead of extra days, like leap months instead of leap days. But yeah, the first day of Hanukkah is Christmas. It's December 25th. How often does that happen? Or, you know, when it gets dark on December 25th, that's the first night of Hanukkah where you light the menorah there. So everything's in alignment this year. The happy holidays. We just crossed Armitage there. Heading to work here on a Monday. Gonna cook a big feast. That's good. Netherlands. Yeah, thanks for tuning in there. Yeah, invite everybody over there for a nice feast there. Yeah, leap seconds. Do they actually have leap seconds? Got to be accurate. Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens with daylight savings time. I think people are finally ready for the end of daylight savings time, so we'll see if it actually happens. Oh, it's social engineering. What is that? Is that a grill? Yeah, it's like an outdoor grill. Yeah, there's the blue house. There's the yellow house there. They had the nice Halloween decorations. Now they get the nice Christmas decorations. You need to sleep. Yeah, go back to sleep there. South Carolina tuning in. Hey, we got 100 people. We got 100 people on YouTube. Maybe I should have been on YouTube all along here. We tried streaming from this app, and you know, that's why I was so disheartened. And on Friday, we were on Michigan Avenue, and right before the water tower, the resolution got crazy. So now it seems like it's fine. We'll see how it is heading into work here. But if I can do this, this will be a nice alternative to TikTok mornings and nights here. We can still do the landscape at lunchtime there. And sometimes we could do the landscape in the evenings too. Maybe the Michigan Avenue holiday lights will look better in landscape. And the other good thing about YouTube is you can, if you miss a rerun, you want to watch the whole thing from beginning to end, you can watch the whole live rerun. You can't do that on TikTok. You know, you can do the clips. That's if people take the time to clip them out, which took a lot of time. So, hey, we're down to Wisconsin here. Yeah, it's raining in Kentucky there. Yeah, the neighborhoods are pretty nice here, especially, you know, Hyde Park, Kenwood on the south side, Lincoln Park here on the north side. You know, we walk through the Old Town Triangle, which we're about to go through these nice tree-lined streets. And even on the west side there, Austin has some nice tree-lined streets there heading towards Oak Park. And yeah, you get out into the neighborhoods. Look, there's hardly any traffic at all on the streets, these residential. You hear the birds chirping. All we need is some snow. Yeah, peaceful morning here. Yeah, the bean's pretty much self-polishing. It's amazing. Every once in a while, like they did clean it up for the 20th anniversary. That was the most spotless I've seen it. We got some images of it. Usually when it rains, the bean is stainless steel, so the water will run down. Maybe it sometimes makes streaks. Sometimes the seagulls will mess it up. They'll do what seagulls do on top of it, and it'll kind of run down over the side. So, but thankfully it's pretty graffiti resistant, and they would clean it off if somebody defaced it in any way, and that's a good thing. There's a nice tree over there. Yeah, got the nice trellis here. Cleveland Street, the Old Town Market. It's good to be back in Chicago. This little tree, Old Town Market across the way there. No, you don't have to live in the suburbs. See, I live in the city here. I know people are like, get out of the north side. It's expensive. It's gentrified. There's some of this housing in the city is more expensive than the housing in the suburbs. And there are areas on the south side like Kenwood, which the housing is more expensive there than the suburbs as well, or Beverly. You go to the far south and western suburbs there, they're very suburban looking, even within the city of Chicago. And Chicago's pretty vast, the city. Remember Jay filmed from Pill Hill down there on the south side. There's some nice housing down there too. But here's Cleveland and Menominee. Look at this nice artist studio here. Yeah, they got the crazy heads here. Yeah, they got a little ties around them there. They had them decorated for Halloween. They changed it up here. So we'll head down to the St. Michael's here. We're still on Cleveland Street here. Well, it's pretty early in the morning. I mean, I was streaming from North Carolina. We walked downtown Raleigh. There wasn't many people there downtown Raleigh either. So, you know, it's early in the morning. We'll see. You know, later this week I'll be on Michigan Avenue. Usually in the evenings, we were on Michigan Avenue on Friday afternoon. It was pretty crowded. This is a residential neighborhood in Lincoln Park, so people are sleeping in. A lot of these people work from home or are wealthy enough to not even work. They're just making money off the stock market. Isn't that amazing? Or Bitcoin. Let it ride, let it ride. Boy. Yeah, the airports are annoying. O'Hare is pretty big. They're still doing construction on it. And yeah, Midway. I usually use Midway. Now, for me, Midway's closer to the downtown. I take the Orange Line. I'd rather take the Orange Line to downtown than the Blue Line. Blue Line's long and slow. And but you know, problem with Southwest is, or the Midway Airport, it's mainly Southwest. It's mainly a Southwest hub. So if you don't fly Southwest, it's not worth going to Midway. O'Hare's the main airport with United and American and Delta and all the other big hubs. But and Southwest flies out of O'Hare too. It's just they'll put you at the end of the international terminal. One time I almost missed a flight there, and I had to run to the international terminal, and it was the way at the end. It's a long way to run. Made the flight though. Realized how out of shape I was. But here's yeah, we'll go by St. Michael's Church here. We go by it often. Yeah, I saw You Should Eat was streaming last night. She was walking around Lincoln Park, which is great. She shows this off. You see how they got the red and green clocks there? This is St. Michael's in Old Town here. Very historic church, destroyed during the 1871 Great Chicago Fire. They rebuilt it. That steeple was the tallest building in Chicago before they started building all the steel frame structures there downtown. Here's the rectory. Here they got the St. Michael's statue here with the flag. Looks nice. Atlanta? Yeah, sometimes it is that way. Sometimes it's colder further south than Chicago. We got this little heat bubble. It's not really a heat bubble, it's just a rain bubble. Warmed up enough to rain. But yeah, St. Michael's looking nice here. So here we'll head down Eugenie. Look at this nice sunroom here. Little brick sidewalks here. This is Old Town Triangle now. Historic district. Yeah, good morning there, Heather B. Kentucky Gentleman, Belle, Heather B, Michael, Shauna. Yeah, Heather. You paved your own road, that's good. Tara. Yeah, it's pretty mild. Or mild, I guess it got cold last week. Here, let's head down this street here, then we'll go down to north here. There's the steeple, St. Michael's there, the red clock tower, the other one's green. The old school here. Pretty nice looking school. Parochial school. Yeah, I think this is Hudson. Hudson starts and stops. Doesn't really connect all the way through. The Midwest Buddhist Temple is in that block north of us here. Hey, there's a nice Christmas tree. You hear the L in the background. We'll head underneath the L there. Yeah, the old world of architecture. Thanks, Justin. Thanks, Merck. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in there. You had a little snow? Really? Hey, yeah, East Coast there. Bears coming to the Twin Cities. Yeah, Monday night football. Yeah, the Bears, their season's pretty much over. They already fired their coach. But they still got to play the games here. Maybe be a spoiler for the Vikings. Detroit's pretty hot. We just want the Vikings to beat Green Bay. That's all. But yeah, nice division rivalry should be. You got a nice stadium up there in Twin Cities there. That's what the Bears want, a nice new stadium like that so they can get a Super Bowl. Not be in the Super Bowl, but have a Super Bowl be played in Chicago. That's why the NFL's got everybody over a barrel. So much money in the NFL. The non-for-profit NFL. Yeah. Hey, nice little bows here. Yeah, some infill housing here on Hudson and North Avenue here. We'll cross. There's a light half a block over here. Yeah, Chicago, Old Town there. Thanks for, I missed that. Someone was asking where we're at here. Yeah, welcome to Chicago. Yeah, the guys still got to play the games. You know, they're not going to take a concession. They get some entertainment out of it, and we have a nice Monday night division rivalry there. And here, Hudson and North here. Hudson and North, Old Town. See the Old Town triangle? It's hard to see on that sign there. But yeah, there's some mid-century modern housing here. See, they tore down all the buildings on the north side of the street when they widened North Avenue decades ago. And this was more of a commercial corridor, like buildings like that, or like this. But they tore down the buildings on the north side, replaced it with this mid-century modern, which they thought by spacing the buildings out, making yards, it would allow more light into the building and be better for the residents. But hardly anybody uses the yards. It's just the way it is. So lessons learned. There's some nice buildings right there. Look at that one. So here we'll cross the street here real quickly. Get across North Avenue. This is Sedgwick. Look at north. There's the Sedgwick stop on the brown and purple line. We usually go by that. But hey, thanks for watching the YouTube here. We're crossing North Avenue with Sedgwick, Chicago, Illinois. We'll go under the L stop here. We'll see if we get some images of the L train going by. Santa Clara, California. The big stadium, I know. Yeah, I know. I'm having a lot of second thoughts about taxpayers funding new stadiums, and then the owners of the said teams privatize the profits. Becomes an extraction. Then they play one city off each other. They blackmail cities. They say, "Oh, we'll move out." The White Sox are playing that game, and they had last season. They had the worst record ever in the modern history of baseball. So it's one of those chicken and egg things. They say, "Oh, we need to build a new stadium to have a better team." Like, that's what they said with the other stadium they built in 1990. And we're still paying it off. Talk about the taxpayers. Here, the train's coming through here. Here, we'll go by in this bend here. There's an L train pulling into the station here. Maybe we'll see it pull out of the station, go around the bend here. So here, yeah, we're in Old Town, Chicago, under the L tracks near the Sedgwick stop on the brown and purple line here. North side of Chicago, heading to the downtown. I'm walking to work here. Make sure I don't step on any broken glass or anything here. I'm looking where I'm walking here. We should see the train pull around this bend when it comes out of the station here. And the door's closing. So here, we'll get out here and we'll see it go right above us here. L train here in Chicago. Welcome to the city that works even when it doesn't. Our kind of town, Chicago is. Look at the shopping cart. Hey, I was looking for a shopping cart. Here we go. They even left some groceries for us. Oh, it's all used up. But here, this is Orleans Street. I like walking because the L train's right here. It's kind of foggy this morning. Foggy, rainy morning here. Yeah, the White Sox did win the World Series. They won the World Series in 2005. I remember that. I rooted for them that year. I was living in Chicago. I moved to Chicago in 1999. Been here for 26 years. Yeah, and they won it before the Cubs did. Remember, Cubs didn't win it until 2016. And so the White Sox had a nice long streak since they had last won it. And then since the Cubs broke their streak, now it's the Cleveland Guardians, used to be the Cleveland Indians. I think they have the longest drought. So hopefully one day we can, and that's who the Cubs beat in 2016. Both those teams. It was a long time till they got back to the World Series. And it was such a heartbreaking loss for Cleveland there. But yeah, I remember when the White Sox won in 2005. That was a great season. They swept. That was a good series there. India, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, there'll be more people when we get downtown. You know, I might not go down Michigan Ave this morning because I got to stop by City Hall there. I got to stop by something. But we'll head straight down either Orleans or Wells or LaSalle Street, and we'll head right across the river there. I mean, you know, like I said, I've been living in this city for 26 years. This street was a lot emptier when Cabrini Green was in the 90s, was still going on over here. They built all this new housing, but here's the L train going by here. That's an orange line. What's an orange line doing? That they must have messed it up there. That should be a purple line or a brown line. The orange line, we just saw an orange line going up here on the north side. That is so strange. It said Midway even too. So that was a rare orange line sighting, which I think they just need to roll their identifying car signage there. There's the Marshall Field Garden Apartments across the way there. They've been there since the late 1920s. Here, we'll get it. It sounds like another train's coming by here. We got, what time we got here? 7:14 in the AM here. Welcome to Chicago here. We'll watch this L train go by here. Hey, there's a brown line. See, it says the loop. This is what we do. We just show scenes of the city here as I head to work. It doesn't, you know, people think I'm promoting Chicago. I just happen to live in Chicago, so it's an interesting place to film enough. And I don't expect anybody to travel here over the cold winter months. I just want to be able to show you a real Chicago winter, which we really haven't had so far. We'll see what happens once we get to January and the lake starts freezing over and you get those ice donuts and all kinds of fun stuff. We'll have polar vortex. So which way should we go here? Let's go this way. We don't usually go this way. We'll head down Sedgwick here. I think I want to head in Orleans this morning. We'll see more L trains that way. Good morning there, Wes there. Demichi. Thanks. Follow Michael there in the Bavarian Alps. You got snow up there. Beautiful Christmas time in the Bavarian Alps there. Walks with Demichi there in Germany. It's great. Yeah, thanks for the testimony. You can check out Chicago. Yeah, if you stay downtown, the touristy areas, it should be fine. You know, like anywhere, you know, what if you went to New York, would you just go hang out in the Bronx and unless you knew where you were going, or go hang out and, you know, people go down to Coney Island, you know, you go all through the trains there in Brooklyn. There's the train going by there. Scenes of the city here. There's a nice bike station here in Marshall Field Garden Apartments here. They now leasing. Thanks, Jovan. Thanks for understanding. No, I'm just hedging my bet because, you know, I was in North Carolina last week and people were all confused, and they said, somebody said, I thought you promote Chicago. I said, no, I live in Chicago, I'm not really necessarily promoting Chicago. You know, I stream where I live, you know, and I accepted the fact when I moved to this city 26 years ago. This city had problems in the 1990s. It continues to have problems in the 2020s. America had problems in the 1990s. America continues to have problems in the 2020s. We got national debt. We got city debt. We got high taxes. We got inflation. What we deal with in Chicago is a microcosm of the rest of the country. Yes, we have horrible crime in Chicago. The country has horrible crime, you know, and people try to act like it only happens here. It cracks me up. I'm like, where have you been? You know, I get tired of just like a broken record answering the same question over and over again. Where's the people? Why is everything so expensive? I don't know. I wish my rent would go down too. You know, if I would move out of the city, I think it would get better, right? No. You got to stay involved, you know. I got friends that live in the city. They send their kids to Chicago public schools. They're smart kids. They're involved in the school. There's some really great schools. There's some really horrible schools in Chicago. You got to really, you know, like Lane Tech. You know, Lane Tech's a really good school. You got the LaSalle, you know, De La Salle Academy there on the south side. You know, there's good places. You just got to, like anything, it's how much you work for it. But here we're on Sedgwick Street. Here it's pretty foggy. There's not, normally it'd be a view to the Sears Tower. And the reason I'm going this way, I got to stop by City Hall this morning. I'll see if the office is actually open there before 8 o'clock. And I can catch it on my way to work there. We're here at Goethe and Sedgwick here. Hey, 129 here. We're doing good here on YouTube here. We'll get the L train. Look at that. Let's see if my zoom works there. Look at that. You get the L train there. This is Goethe and Sedgwick. So we're kind of parallel with the Gold Coast. See, I don't like that zoom. That's the only thing I don't like about, not the only thing, one of the things I don't like about YouTube is that zoom's really touchy. We'll figure it out here. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Welcome to Chicago. Yeah, we got like 46 degrees here. At what time? We're already past the 7 o'clock hour here. We're getting close to, what time we got here? 7:19. 7:19 in the AM. Yeah, BNSF Metro, that's great. Yeah, you know, we'll take the show on the road. You know, I'm not going to only stream from Chicago. I know it confuses people when I don't stream in Chicago, but yeah, it was good. We saw downtown Raleigh. We saw that nice minor league park Christmas light show. I guess Comiskey Park, Sox Park on the south side in their parking lot, they have a light show you can drive through. And that's probably why it wasn't on my radar. I wonder if I try to walk through it, if they kick me out. No, you need a car. It like reminded me of the pandemic. You know, I don't own a car because I live in this city. And remember during the pandemic, there were all those car lines for food and water. And there were people that were trying to walk through them, and they said, you can't, you have to have a car. And they're like, well, I don't have a car. They're like, you don't get any food or water unless you have a car. And I was like, what's wrong with this? A car is like a prerequisite to being a real American unless you have a car. You know, I understand. I know what it feels like. Some people have 10 cars. But here, let's go through Division Street, Division of Sedgwick here. Yeah, the green used to be all right there. That's some of the stuff that replaced it here at Seward Park. And named after, Seward was a member of Lincoln's cabinet there. And here we're down by Orleans Orleans makes a jog here. There's a library here. This is Division Street. There's some new housing heading towards Wells here. We'll try to get across the street here. Yeah, you got a bike there. That's good. Yeah, there's a lot of bike lanes in Chicago. Hopefully I'll be riding the bike more on YouTube. We used to do a lot of live streaming on the bike on TikTok until they started cracking down. I said I was promoting dangerous activities by live streaming on a bike, but YouTube seems to be more forgiving in this regard, so we'll see how it goes. Here, we'll go by the O'Brien's clock here. Here we're on Orleans Street. There's the L, that's what I want to see. There's the purple line heading through here. So there's the O'Brien's clock. It used to be on Wells, now it's over here on Orleans. Yeah, San Francisco, that's great. Yeah, another compact, walkable city. I know you got some hills there. Yeah, that crazy weather with that tornado. Yeah, that was freaky. That usually tornadoes don't happen, but you're having crazy warm weather there. Hope everything's fine there. Yeah, San Francisco is a beautiful city there. Richmond District, yeah, North Beach. I've been to both of those areas there. North Beach is beautiful, and go up to the Coit Tower there. All the old beat bookstores, and then Richmond, North Richmond is nice too. Really, a lot of beautiful areas out there in the Bay Area. So here we're in Chicago. Here we're going by. There's the Cultural Center for Seward Park. Here's the church here. The steeple is much more modern. This is the this is the Providence Hall. So this is not even the church. This is the church here, the St. Joseph's here. We're on Orleans Street here in Chicago. Thanks for tuning in here. 137, we're doing good. See, I'm happy that this is working. I'm glad it's streaming okay. I wanted to do this on Friday, and then we had to switch back to TikTok. But we'll see what happens with TikTok. Thanks for following me on YouTube. I think most people will figure it out. There's St. Joseph's here. Here's the mass schedule here. 1107 Orleans Street, Hill. This is one of the oldest Catholic churches on the north side here, Hill in Orleans. But they restored it. There's an old fire station. It actually says Fire Insurance Patrol. It's a real, I think they use it for maintenance. It's mainly a maintenance shop for the Chicago Fire Department. And we see Chicago Fire filming all the time. We caught some of that footage when they were there downtown there. How you doing? I bet they still got the fire pole in there. Yeah, thanks, Tara. Lived in Mount Prospect. Yeah, Mount Prospect's nice. Yeah, Manchester, New Hampshire. Yeah, how you doing? Yeah, San Francisco got really expensive. It's almost like the extremes of the super uber wealthy and the uber homeless, you know, and that's what it shows you. I know wealth is not distributed, it's earned. I know. It'd be easier if we could live in a socialistic, idealized world, but that's not the way the real world works. It wouldn't work as well in reality. That's the system we got, and I don't know what to do to make it better here. Wendell, wish I had all the answers here. Wendell and Orleans. St. Matthew's United Methodist Church, that's that over there. We're heading down Orleans Street here. Yeah, there's some interesting restaurants all along here. We walk through here sometimes. Here, look. Masala Magic. Masala Magic here. Chicken curry there. Larry Fink. Yeah, BlackRock. I mean, now we're talking, because a lot of big Wall Street hedge funds buy up real estate and rent it out, and causes the real estate prices to go up. So I understand everybody's angry about inflation, but there's inflation in the stock market and there's inflation in the housing market. So they're all linked. And I know people don't like inflation at the grocery store, but those same people seem to like the inflation in their 401k. And it's all connected. It's all connected to BlackRock and Vanguard and all the index funds and the big hedge funds, Citadel and Susquehanna partners own some of TikTok. What are they going to do when they're forced to sell here? Here's the MB Union. They'll just make money, and hey, there you go. Stop waiting $10 of your time on 10-cent conversations. There you go. That's a message for TikTok right there. Hey, Al Dayar Restaurant. Yeah, Yemenis. You get the Yemenis food here. Al Dayar Restaurant right here on Orleans Street, near north of Chicago. See, the old Montgomery Wards is all over there. You see how the L train. Maybe we'll get the L train coming by here. Here, Mogadishu, authentic Somalian cuisine here, right on that one piece here. Look at that, get the whole plate there. Here we go. Yeah. Scenes of the city there. There's St. Luke's Church of God in Christ. Happy Monday here. How's everybody doing here? Movement, physical therapy. You invested in Vanguard, there you go. Yeah, it's hard not to. They index the market. That seems to be what works. I'm just amazed the market just keeps going up. And, because so much liquidity was created, and it goes into Bitcoin, it goes into housing, it goes into assets, non-fungible tokens, artwork. And then when the price goes up, then there's just more money created that causes more money to be chasing the same amount of goods, which causes people to bid everything up because they just got piles of money on top of piles of money. Giant piles of money that they use to buy elections and hang out with the president at the Army-Navy game and sit in his box there and threaten Republican senators that they'll primary them unless they do. Does that sound like the best democracy money can buy? Thanks, Supreme Court, for allowing Elon Musk to buy our government. Thank you and your wise benevolence saying that his money and his speech is worth more than ours. I'm talking to the Supreme Court. Hey, Momo, Nepalese food. Look at all these great restaurants here on Orleans Street here. Chestnut, Joey Chestnut. So you get the L track. So you get these nice murals all along here. Thanks for tuning in. Scenes of the Chicago here as we head into work on a Monday here. No big deal. We'll still do a check on gas prices here. Taxes. Yeah, we'll see if Mayor Brandon Johnson can cobble together a budget and how bad it's going to be. There's nothing but endless deficits. Everything that will be sold off will be sold off. You think I'm happy? Someone thinks I'm happy. I guess because I'm not ranting and yelling and screaming and yelling at trolls. Maybe that's why I'm happy there. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm singing the Will Ferrell song there. Yeah. Thanks, Wes. Thanks for smelling what I'm cooking there. See, we need to talk to each other about this stuff, because sometimes you feel like you're crazy, like you see something happen, like bad news will come out and the stock market will go up, and you're like, this is bad news, and you're like, bad news is good news, and then the next day, good news will come out and it'll go up, and they'll say, well, good news is now good news. It doesn't matter. It just goes up no matter what happens. The Fed's going to speak. They're going to lower interest rates. It'll go up, but maybe it'll go down. No one knows. So you can invest in uncertainty. It's great. Slow Mo Institute. See the Institute place. The Moody Bible Institute's over here. Here's the yeah, let's walk under the L tracks here. I like it over this way. We could go by Mr. Beef, but I feel like walking under the L tracks there, because we've done Mr. Beef a lot of times there. Cut Rate Wednesday. Hey, you think I'm crazy? Thanks, PJ. That's right, I'm crazy because I'm walking to work. I'm not driving in a car, sitting in traffic. I don't live in the suburbs with all the good people. I live in the city with paid this expensive high rent, so I can't even afford a car. High taxes. I am crazy. Crazy is as crazy does. But you can be happy and crazy. Isn't that amazing? You could be sane and very miserable. It's all relative. Here, we'll get the L train coming by here. Scenes of the city here. Hey, look at that. You see the reflection in the window. Here it comes. Purple line. Imagine living right there. You look out your window and there's people looking at you inside your place there from the train. Hey, purple line heading north. Yeah, we were on Orleans Street. Now we're on what? Institute Place, Institute in Franklin. The Moody Bible Institute is right over there on the south. They got a nice few blocks of campus there. This is Franklin Institute. We'll walk down Franklin. We'll go underneath the L tracks here. Hey, there's the snowman. You want to build a snowman? You can't. It's all liquid water. East of Chicago. The place, for children with autism. You come to the place here. There you go. Look at that. Right next to Chicago and Franklin. Paper Source. That's a nice building there. See how the L curves comes out of the Chicago station. Yeah, you could set the clock by the trains there. It's good. Runs like clockwork. So here we're underneath the L tracks here on Chicago. We'll head down Franklin Street. Here comes the train here, so we'll cross. We'll get it pulling out of the Chicago. Well, it's got to pull into the Chicago station, then it'll pull out. Look at this turret here. Paper Source. It's a nice little block here. Franklin, Chicago. See what time we got here. Hey, look at this nice mural here. You get the Dickens Soul by Bez. I think that's a vegetarian place here. 7:35. Hey, Chicago street sweeper. Hey, breast cancer awareness is Chicago street sweeper. Cleaning up the streets here on Chicago Avenue. Penelope's Vegan. This is the vegan place. Penelope's Vegan Taquiera. You got a vegan taquiera. How many vegan taquieras? Here comes the brown line pulling out of the station here. We're across Chicago Avenue here. I got some nice Christmas trees on over the way there. Look at this script. The giant script on the side of the building here. It's interesting. How'd they do that? But here, we'll head down Franklin Street underneath the L tracks here. Yeah, this is a nice day. It's raining, clammy and 46. Yeah, stay away. This is the bad place. You could feel so superior and better because you don't live in this crappy hellhole of a city called Chicago. I'm joking. See, positive, negatives, everything. I'll take it. I like this place. It works for me. It doesn't work for you. That's fine. But yet you're still watching because it's interesting. Cities are not necessarily places that calm people down. A lot of times they bring people anxiety, but they're interesting enough that people will watch. Look at all these furniture stores here, and they'll watch and complain, which I do the same thing. It's easier to say something negative than something positive. It's just the human nature. So we'll let them talk here. Thanks for watching here on YouTube. We're heading to work here on a Monday morning. And yeah, we're underneath the Chicago stop here, Superior and Franklin. Look, Brett's Kitchen, lunch. They got a nice counter there. There's Brett right in there. Yeah, right here on Franklin Street. Food service. Gordon Food Service. That's a nice urn. I like those urns. So you do some window shopping here. We'll go by Sound Bar. There's a really good music venue up this way. Yeah, Chicago coming Friday. Yeah, check out the Kris Kringle Market. They'll have all the lights up Michigan Avenue. Go over to the Bean. People be ice skating there in the Maggie Daly Park ice skating ribbon. It's a beautiful time of the year. Check out the Walnut Room there at Macy's, the old Marshall Fields. All kinds of stuff in the suburbs too. Hey, the Green Bean. It's a nursery there. I like their planters. They got some nice planters there. This is still see, look, the expert truck driver back into that alley there, that little short truck. Gordon Food Service. Got it on the first try there. 20% off. Go to the Franklin Room here. Franklin Room is a restaurant here. You go to the Franklin Room on Franklin. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I guess whatever drug epidemic the rest of the nation is facing, we got it here. But, you know, we got cold, harsh winters. So, you know, there is a unhoused population, but it's not as large as California cities or the Florida cities or even some of the East Coast cities. I was just on the East Coast. I saw a homeless population in Washington, D.C. I saw a homeless population in North Carolina, you know, even in Raleigh and Fayetteville. And yeah, I'm sure we got a drug problem here, but we've always had a drug problem. The drug problem used to be worse. Actually, it was worse in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. It's still bad, but it's not as bad as it used to be. So, I don't know if that answers your question or not. I'm not an authority in these matters. I'm just a guy heading to work here on a Monday. Here's the Chance the Rapper, King Von, Chief Keef. You got Common, Juice WRLD, all these amazing hip-hop artists here in Chicago. And then we got the sports MJ, Mike Ditka, Walter Payton with the Bears there, all the sports franchises. This is VBS Kings here with this nice mural here. They got a Chance the Rapper there and everybody else right next to the Ultra. Here's Soundbar. Soundbar, they got all the EDM, DJs, electronic music. See all the acts coming through Soundbar. This is right here on Franklin and Ontario. Franklin and Ontario. They got some crazy, I've been seeing some crazy laser light shows that people have been doing with the EDM music. They've been doing pretty good. Let's see if we get across the street here where this light changes here. That was Soundbar in Chicago. There's Soundbar. It's in that warehouse right there. The Leahy building. The Leahy building. Here's the Pearl building. Post no bills. Here comes the L train here. Yeah, sometimes sometimes the drug epidemic's worse in the suburbs than the center city. Nationwide, even in rural areas, that there's wherever there's a market, it'll find its way there. But here we're down at Ohio Street. Here's where a lot of the traffic comes off the highway here. We're heading down Franklin Street. Too simple. Yeah, Patricia, thanks for catching me in the morning there. Yeah, fentanyl's bad in Quebec, yeah. Yeah, Melbourne's, yeah, that's good. Thanks for tuning in there. We'll wait for this. Look how the traffic just flies off the highway. People get off the Kennedy and they want to head into, get over to Streeterville there. There, I think we got it in. We'll cross. Hey, scoot along there. So you see the merchandise marts right down there. We'll cut over. Eventually we got to cut over to Wells. It's hard to walk through the merchandise mart this way. The Gina Giorgetti Steakhouse is right down this way. Benny's Beverage Depot. Good morning there. Ottawa, it's horrible. Yeah, see, that shows you it's everybody. It's international, crosses borders. And yeah, I was in Washington D.C., Quebec, Ottawa. Weekend was fine. Very relaxing. I laid on the couch and just ran errands and did laundry and got ready for the weekend or week here. I'll be in Chicago this week, and then I'm going to be starting to go on the road there. We'll head to Texas for a nice, yeah, here comes the train round the bend here. We'll get the train crossing right here at Illinois. Oh, this is Grand Avenue. I think this is Grand Avenue here. Yeah, look at that. There's the purple line head through there. Scenes of the city. Hey, one train goes one way, one goes the other way. Look at that. Yeah, the fun never ends. Hey, scenes of the city on a Monday morning here. Yeah, we'll go past the Benny's Beverage Depot. Get these balconies that stick out over the sidewalk here. Texas. Yeah, San Antonio's nice. We went to San Antonio last Christmas time there. About the time when the Alamo Bowl was going on there. Yeah. But no, Houston. My sister lives in the northern suburbs of Houston near the Woodlands. And so we'll head down there. I might not get last year we went to Austin and San Antonio. This year we might stick by the Gulf Coast. We might go down towards Corpus Christi, Aransas Pass, like around that way. Try to get out of the cold weather there, see some palm trees. But Houston's usually pretty nice. Usually it's like rainy like this, but it's usually a little warmer there. It's good for the skin to get out of the cold, frigid Chicago air. Here we'll head down Wells Street a little bit. They got some lights here. So welcome to Chicago. We're on Wells Street. We're south of Grand here in River North. And there's Santa climbing up the balcony there. Ah, there it is. Heading to work on a Monday. Yeah, Texas beaches are not as nice as Florida beaches, I admit. Most of Texas beaches, you have to drive on them. They're really hard. There's not many trees. They're like these, it's where the amazing emptiness of the Great Plains meets the vastness of the Gulf of Mexico. But there are some palm trees when you get into the towns there. Corpus Christi has some beautiful areas. There's the Rockport around there. There's some historic sites. But here we're down at Illinois here. There, Lou Malnati's. We'll cross over, check out Lou Malnati's there. This is Wells and Illinois, Streetwells in Illinois. There you see the merchandise marks out there. Alvin, thanks so much there. Thanks for the gift. I really appreciate it. Isn't that works nice there? Thanks for tuning in, Alvin, a long time friend and supporter here on multiple platforms. Thanks a lot, Alvin. Hope you're having a good Monday there, and everybody else. Yeah, Tara too. But thanks, Alvin. Really appreciate it. Hope you're doing well up there. Canada, yeah. Blue Mill Notties. Get your nice Chicago-style pizza. There's the L around in the bin there. Denver. So, Lake Michigan. Oh! I stepped on somebody's glove. There was somebody's glove on the sidewalk. I felt it was something worse. My reaction. Oh! It felt something mushy. Yeah, so Denver is about a 2.5 hour flight. It's not long at all flight time. If you drive it, it takes probably 2 days. You know, it'd be hard to do it in one day. I know people have done it, but you end up driving like 18 hours to get from Denver to Chicago. You can go like on I-80 through Nebraska, you go through Omaha. But yeah, 2 days away. Here's the Foxtrot. So look how foggy it is. Yeah, it's like 46 degrees foggy here in Chicago. What time we got here? We're getting close to 8 o'clock here, I think. Yeah, 7:48 there. Yeah, some of the Foxtrots reopened. We covered that. I know it was controversial how they shut down. A lot of people had anger against Foxtrot, how they just laid off all their employees suddenly. Only a few of them reopened, not all of them. Probably about four or five of them. The ones that are reopened are in Old Town, downtown, and River North here, like that one. So yeah, there's a few Foxtrots. The Dom's Market didn't. The Dom's Market didn't reopen, but the Dom's Market in Lincoln Park, there were two of them. The one up there by Diversity is now a fresh market, so it's reopened. It's just a different brand now, which is fine with me. Or there'd be something and nothing there. Hey, work in Chicago there, remotely from Tennessee. That's great. A lot of people do that. Yeah. Toronto. Yeah, there's Toronto has a nice, strong downtown, and there's more people walking around there. Yeah, I agree. And you quit your job. That's good. Yeah, Tennessee. A lot of people are moving. Tennessee, Nashville's growing like crazy. We got Knoxville, Chattanooga, Memphis, and you know, like Murfreesboro. There, we'll cross here. We'll cross here at Kinsey. So you see there in the middle where that van's coming out, the trolleys used to go down, and there used to be a tunnel that went underneath the river, and this is LaSalle Street. Yeah, I need to head right down this way anyway. So we'll cross the Chicago River here. We're on LaSalle Street. This is the loop of Chicago. We're across the Chicago River. We can see that. Look how nice they got those. Almost like the Board of Trade there with the corn, Art Deco styling, and all these vintage skyscrapers along LaSalle Street there. The East is the best. Yeah, Dolores, Michael. Suburbs of Chicago, Elgin, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, Toronto and Chicago are very similar. Look how they're similar in size, similar downtowns. They're both Great Lakes cities. Nice, diversified economies. Toronto's the largest city in Canada. Chicago's the third in the United States. But, you know, they're downtowns with the exception of the CN Tower. Their skylines kind of look similar in certain ways depending on how you look at them. And that's why the Matrix movie used the Toronto skyline as a stand-in for Chicago. And they would use the Chicago L stations and subway stations for some of the scenes. It was funny. but it's kind of a hybrid. Here's the Chicago River here. We're down by the Merchandise Mart. There's Wells Street. The confluence is that way. We're crossing here at LaSalle Street. And the Board of Trade is in the fog. Look at the Board of Trade that's looking down LaSalle Street. Normally you see a clear view to the Board of Trade, but it's all foggy this morning. Sorry for that zoom there, but here's the Chicago River here. Hey, thanks everybody for tuning in. We got over 200 people here tuning in on YouTube. So this is very encouraging for me moving forward. I'll continue to do the primary live streaming on YouTube because of the TikTok. I used to stream this time slot on TikTok. I think most of my TikTok audience is realizing you got to go to YouTube, and hopefully we'll gain some new YouTube audience. We got moderators here. Thanks everybody for your concerns about Chris Gustafson, our great friend and moderator there. Chris is still in the hospital, and I'll keep you updated, and he's dealing with a lot there. So thanks everybody for your kind thoughts and words for Chris there, and we'll keep you updated there. And other people are dealing with stuff here. We'll get across Wacker Drive here. Here's Wacker, and here's the Merchandise Mart. We got 10 seconds. You think I'm going to make it? Let's see if we can make it here. We're going to make it after all. It's like Mary Tyler Moore. There's, 48 degrees. Hey, we're up to 48 degrees. That's not too bad. Yeah, see how foggy it is? There's the Maria Towers, Quaker Oats building. There's the Merchandise Mart. Welcome to Chicago. Hey, thanks everybody for tuning in. So yeah, we'll still try to do a lunchtime walk there, the lunch bunch there on YouTube, and then we'll try to do Christmas lights tonight on YouTube. We'll see if the stream works. Going to Michigan Avenue. It'll be after 5 o'clock. I'll stream here on YouTube, and we'll try to get some of that Michigan Avenue. It'll be more crowded. You see how there's more people downtown here in the Loop as people start to file to work here even on a Monday. Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays are more crowded. Usually Fridays and Mondays it's less crowded because a lot of people work 4-day weekends or stay at home and work Mondays and Fridays from home, this hybrid work schedule. And but I'm gonna try to stop in the Department of Motor Vehicles down here and see if I can get something straightened out here, and then I'll head into work here. But hey, thanks, 185 people. Thanks so much for tuning in here on YouTube. Hopefully this is working. I know I missed a lot of your comments. Thanks for the gifts, likes, and follows. I don't know exactly how YouTube works. You don't have to tap the screen or any of that nonsense. And there's the back of the Thompson Center. See, they're working on, this is the State of Illinois building. This is going to be the new Google headquarters in downtown Chicago. They've been working on it. There's the L going by there. A lot of traffic early in the morning here. But yeah, you see how they got it completely gutted. That was Helman Jan's, one of his works there. And here we're at Lake Street in LaSalle, Loop of Chicago, heading to work here on a Monday. We'll show you, get you a better view of the Thompson Center once we cross here. Yeah, have a good day there, Mia and Lorraine and Michael and Will and everybody there. Thanks everybody for tuning in here. Time to musk up. Patricia, AW2. There you can see some of the, look at the flags here. LaSalle Street. On the left, the Thompson Center, State of Illinois building, the new Google. Look how you can look right through the atrium. They got the building completely gutted. There's 180 North LaSalle here. Well, I'm gonna see if there's a long line at the DMV. I'll skip it and go to it later. If there's a short line, I'll end the live and I'll get in queue there. And that's why I came this way. I gotta stop by the DMV there and get something straightened out here. But hey, look, they're welding right there. Live welds there going on at Thompson. So you can smell it. It smells like the arc light. Donuts, egg sandwich. You got laid off in that office? Oh, sorry for the bad memories there. Hey, Wes, have a good day. Alvin, thanks so much for the gift. Have a great day, Alvin. Thanks for tuning in as always. Thanks for being a loyal friend and follower there. And we'll keep the show going here on YouTube. Here's the B&B. It doesn't, let's see, I can't tell how bad's the line. There's a few people there, but I'm willing to risk it here. So have a great day, everybody from Chicago. I'll see you at lunch there. And here's the Palace Theater, the Cadillac Palace, with the Cadillac Palace here on Randolph and LaSalle. Have a great day there. The L's going by. We'll see you later here from LaSalle Street, Chicago. 46 degrees. City Hall. We'll talk to you later there. Yeah, Hoser. We'll talk to you later. Okay, bye. Thanks a lot, everybody.